Everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris with your match preview. We're looking at Newcastle United versus Aston Villa tomorrow at 3 o'clock from St James's Park. We're going to have a look at the game, the lineups, how we think it's going to go. So let's get stuck into that in a minute. Just before we do a little bit of housekeeping, if you haven't already, please click that like and subscribe button. We'd love you to come on board. We're on about 1930 subs, I think, after the lads did a cracking show on Wednesday. Mark hosted it. It was brilliant. So make sure you smash that button. All free content this. 2 live shows a week and pop-up videos just like match reviews, previews, and a bit of transfer banter too. So we'll get stuck into it then. So obviously Aston Villa are coming to town. Obviously off the back of a 4-0 win actually for them, which is funny because they've been absolutely honking before that under Steven Gerrard, and obviously it cost old Slippy Stevie his job in the end. So he got binned, and they were under caretaker management in the last game against Brentford, wasn't it? And they won 4-0. Looked a completely different side. Players look bang at it, ready to go. They've got a new manager coming in Unai Emery, which is a name that we'll all remember very well, who was supposed to be getting our job until that decided not to happen. And then obviously Eddie Howe came in, and the rest is history. So it's worked well for us, to be fair. It's probably worked well for Villa because they're going to get themselves a decent manager coming in, but he has got a bit of a job to sort Villa out. They're currently sitting, I believe, about 15th in the league, and they're taking on Newcastle United in 4th position, flying high. Eddie Howe's Mags, ready for the Villa coming to town. It's a funny game, this one, really, because I quite like a lot of Villa fans, to be fair. I've got a good rapport with a couple of them. The lads who do the Villa Park podcast are great lads as well. But there's this rivalry that's been born out of, really, it's us getting relegated at Villa Park with the old sob on the Tyne and all the shithousery from the Villa fans. Then obviously when we were in the Championship, there was a bit of needle as well. So this rivalry between Newcastle United fans and Villa fans has just almost grown out of nothing, really. So it's a team that a lot of Newcastle fans really hate and they love to beat. I think it's all to do with the new generation of Villa fans, really. The old-fashioned proper Villa fans, remember Dwight York and Paul McGrath and, these kind of guys, Dalian Atkinson, all these guys, they're proper Villa fans. They've been through thick and thin like we have. But this new breed of Villa fan, they've got Steven Gerrard and Coutinho and Luca Dean, and they thought they were going to be a Champions League pushing squad, and they're nowhere near. They're right down, mid-table, probably closer to the bottom than they are the top. But they're taking on a massive challenge here, Newcastle United, who's been completely reinvigorated by Eddie Howe. Top 4, and rightly so. Probably should be higher than that, to be honest with you. But I'm really looking forward to this game, full of confidence. I'm not really scared of Villa at all, to be honest with you. They have got some decent players, but I think we've got more than enough to take them on. So just have a little look at the lineup. I think we're going to line up tomorrow. I think he'll go unchanged, to be honest with you. It was a brilliant win against Spurs down at the Tottenham Stadium, or the Toilet Bowl, whatever the fuck it's called these days. We've got 3 points, but it was a brilliant performance by the lads. I can't see him making any changes. So we'll be unchanged. Obviously, Wilson and Miggy are bang on fire. Bruno would have had some kip by then, and he was brilliant against Spurs. So God knows how good he'll be against this lot tomorrow. But on the bench, we've got a couple of additions there that we had from the Spurs trip. There is talk. I think Keith Downey said there is talk that St Maximin might make the bench. Now, that's a hell of a prospect to have on the bench. That would scare the living crap out of Villa. Because if St Max can come on and run at some tired legs, if it is a close game, or even if it's not a close game, he could cause him some serious trouble. And he'll want to make an impact as well. He was in great form before he got injured. So if he does make the bench, I'm sure he'll want a 10, 15-minute cameo just to remind everybody how good he is. And Elliot Anderson's shaking off his knock that he picked up, that took him out of the squad against Spurs. And we all know how good the kid looks when he comes on as well. So I think we're looking really strong going into this game, to be honest with you. Shelby's still there. He's getting fitter with every single week that passes with training. But as I say, I think that's how we're going to line up. I think in that back 5, I don't think Villa have got anything for us to really worry about or trouble that back 5. I think Nick Pope is the informed goalkeeper in the Premier League. I think in Botman and Shea, you've got a brilliant centre-half pairing. Obviously, Trippier. Be a shame for Matty Targett missing out, I think, against his old club. But Dan Burn, can't be dropped, really. I think he's been absolutely superb at left back, and I don't think will be changed at all. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, I know Villa got some decent players, like Danny Ings and Leon Bailey, and Watkins is always a handful as well. Douglas Luiz has had his red card rescinded, so I think he'll be okay coming back in terms of the midfield. He'll add a bit of bite there to it, but I just think Bruno and Willock will be too much for him. I think with Bruno's quality and Willock's legs, I just can't see Luiz having much of an impact. If anything, he probably gets sent off. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this game. I think in terms of their players to watch out for, Coutinho is always capable of something, but he'll be coming off the bench. He's been poor for them since he come in. Looking at the head-to-heads in terms of our record against Villa, we've got a really good record, to be honest with you. So out of 53 Premier League games, we won 23. We've got 67 goals versus their 47, 18 clean sheets versus their 13. And you can see our form guide going into this was brilliant. Theirs was stinking under Slippy Stevie until he got the bin. And then they got that 4-0 win last weekend. They will be looking to impress Emery because they'll want to be playing their way into his setup. But yeah, I think Newcastle United will be way too strong for the Villa in this one. You can see the last 5 outings there, you know, a couple of draws, a couple of defeats, and then a win as well. Yeah, but I think without sounding too arrogant, I think the Villa fans will be hoping for a draw. That'll be a good result for them. But I think in terms of us, I think we'll be looking for the win, and we'll be disappointed if we don't get the win. I think Newcastle United have been absolutely outstanding this season so far. And for me, I can just see another 3 points. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. We always like to hear what you've got to say about it. And we'll jump on as well and do a post-match review as well of the game. And then we'll let you know exactly what we think about what's happened, what's went down. Hopefully it'll be another 3 points. As I mentioned at the start, if you haven't already, click that like and subscribe button. Come and join us for the free content. 2 live pods weekly, and the pop-up videos just like this. Evermore's growing. We're not even a year old yet, but we're growing every single week, bringing you the best Newcastle United content that we possibly can. So let's look forward to the game. Let's keep supporting that team, McCoy United. How are the lads? And we'll speak to you later. Cheers. Bye.